Hi guys, and welcome back to the AES Show 2019 in New York City. We are with the wonderful Maag Senior from Cliff. So good to see you back on the show, man. So how you doing?
It's been wonderful. You know, for us, the best part has been all of so many users that we get to see when we come to the East Coast from Europe and from all around. That's been, to me, the highlight of getting to see the guys.
I agree. I mean, I really love all of the other shows, but in particular, the AES is where the actual studio cats get to speak with the manufacturers and get back and forth feedbacks that hopefully will get us in a better place in the future. So it's really, really fascinating.
Absolutely.
So what do you have for us over here? I can see some of the blueness of your units here. So it's blooming. I can see the Magnum K.
Yes.
That's something that we also featured in the Music Mess a couple of years ago together. This is a wonderful unit. It's a mono unit with some really cool stuff when it comes down to EQ. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Magnum K compressor?
There's two compressors within it. One, we have a multi-band in it that just controls 2.5K. That's right here. Very simple on that one. Then a full range after that that controls the compression. Then we have a parallel EQ2 in line with it. So it's in parallel, which these become, so it has to be summed again with it, because it gets the original signal, and these become basically your faders to sum the low, mid frequency and the airband frequency you select back in. You have to be careful how much you add back in because you're adding gain to the compressed. And then after we go to there, we make up the gain. And then we kick in a soft limiter and we get ourselves a couple more dB, 2 or 3 dB more, and just trim the trees a bit with the soft knee limiter.
So that's great. So it includes basically a really powerful compressor with some, let's say, 2.5K additional compression. So let's say the NS10 sounds that we want to tame down, that's in there.
Tames it down.
And then a parallel EQ built in as well with the airband as well, right?
That's right.
So that's crazy.
And then a limiter on the end, the soft limit on the end.
Let's just push the levels a little bit more and get to the AD a little bit healthier.
And one of the things that will help you when understanding what this does, it takes the edge out. It's a de-edger, you know. Kind of takes that harsh sound out.
Also on vocals, I guess.
Limiter or compressor.
That's really cool. And then I got here. I see one of the most popular units you guys have been.
The bass from the old EQ3 in the day. And this is our EQ4M, 5-band EQ fixed bands that all interact with each other. In the front side, we have an attenuator that allows us to balance things back up. If we end up doing a bunch of EQing, then we can back it back down and keep it to 0. And then just in and out. And the airband again, the same airband.
That's great. What I really love about these units is the phase coherence you get out of this.
Absolutely. There's virtually no phase shift in those bands. And when you push one band or pull one band, they interact with each other on both sides. So it keeps it really musical. I mean,
that's
and
in terms
really
of headroom,
important.
we got tons of headroom.
Oh, lots of headroom. Yeah, the 18-volt plus and minus rails in both of these.
So we can easily use it on the stereo bus.
Absolutely.
No problems.
Oh yeah. You need the headroom, get out into it and use that, and then send it back to 0 and then get it up into the sound there.
That's great. And then we got some of your 500 series units. Again, I guess the EQ4, the pre-Q4, and the EQ2.
That's correct.
All right.
And you know, basically the same thing we just explained, except the preamp, the airband actually came from the preamp.
I remember you telling me about it.
The EQ didn't come, and then we put it in the preamp. It actually came from the preamp.
Just to open up mics.
Years ago, to open up the high end of the mics. Then this is the EQ2, which is in the compressor as well.
All right, I can see that.
It's a boost-only LMF with 12 frequencies you can boost from, 6 1 octave and 6 2 octave that you can boost. Then in the high end, it's the airband again in the high end on it, boost only. So it's a super, super flexible unit as well. You can see over there. In terms of headroom, we got a lot of headroom. This is 16 volt plus and minus rails that go in the lunch boxes and and fit in the 500 series. And they're awesome.
And then I kind of overheard something you working on, something new. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I can tell you. We got to hear it, hear it on piano the other day before we got here.
Great.
And it looks really positive. It'll be a new preamp.
Okay.
And it will be one that will have a DI in the front.
So a high Z input as well, that's great.
So we'll have that. It'll be an independent high Z that will be able to get to the air band and a few things that will be in it as well. Wow. And the LMF.
Okay.
So we're going to have a few goodies in there that allow the input of your guitar or bass or whatever you're putting through where you can do some stuff to it.
Oh man,
it'll be, I can't tell you everything about it.
No, of course not, but it's great you telling us you're working on something new, and I'm sure people out there on the show are really looking forward to see when it comes out. You got any time planned for it?
We're hoping to have it out next year, this next year coming up. We're that close. I mean, I literally have it on my desk in the open, and did piano and kept piano tracks. So it's definitely
gonna be there sometimes next year.
Yes, absolutely. And we're hopeful. What we're hearing is what we're hearing.
I know your ears don't lie. Not at all.
Yeah.
Been doing great so far. So man, thank you so much for taking the time to go through all of your stuff. It's always a pleasure to see you on the show.